Welcome to FSD 12.5.4. I am so excited. Actually, Smart Summit is included in this update. Oh my God, we've been waiting on this for over 2 years. So let's jump right in it. This is test one. I decided to get up early and go into a Walmart parking lot and test it out. So right now, I am not in the car. You guessed it. No one is driving. I'm actually right up under the home and pharmacy sign. A black car just passed by, and this is an inside view of what the car would see. It recognizes the stop sign with no problem. Right about now, it's turning on the turn signal, it's executing the left, and I should be standing, yep. There I am right there waiting for the car to come to me. So just imagine if I had groceries. It recognized a pedestrian and a child. It slowed down a little bit and stopped right in front of me because I'm holding the app and I'm letting it know when to stop. So I get in and it's a fully successful test with no problem. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. So I set up the second test. This time I wanted the backhand. Can't do anything about the sun. It just happens to be early morning daylight. So the sunlight is not part of the demonstration at all. So you can see when I turned on the sentry, it's part of the system. As soon as I make communication with the car from a distance, sentry comes on and then the screen comes on to show sentries on. And it's getting ready to execute a left turn out of a parking spot and come right to me. This time I decided to show you this screen. And you can see it just turned on the right turn signal.
And there I am on the left, bringing the car to me by the grocery sign. And let me check, Tesla did a
Great job. Summon is not a new feature. It was on earlier models, I would say 2017, 2019, and then they took it away. They wanted to make updates. And we were like, when was it coming back? So after those two tests, I decided to go into full self-driving, a 12.5.4 update. And those numbers probably don't mean a lot, but we're always looking for updates and improvements, hesitation, driving. In one update, the wipers were coming on, they fixed that. So as things change in a driving environment, updates are always coming on. This is a good test because right now we're in traffic. We're actually driving east toward Dallas early morning, and there's a lot of traffic. So right now the car is driving itself. I'm sitting there, but I'm not touching any controls, and we're in full self-driving. And it waited patiently, waited for the truck to go to the left, and it merged perfectly. And it's adjusting its own speed. If you can see the screen in the lower right-hand corner, you can see how there's this blue line in front of the car. That's how Tesla measures the distance when it's driving. So it's actually adjusting speed, and it's looking at all the traffic, not only in the left-hand lane, but traffic on the other side as well. So it's sensing vehicles even behind it. And you see right there with the red line, it's actually trying to merge left in a faster lane. Now that blue light right there just says, okay, hey, just touch the steering wheel and let me know you're not asleep. Tesla still has that feature in there. So if you ever see a blue line across the screen, it just says, just wiggle just slightly, just to let me know, hey, you're not asleep. Because if the car thinks you're asleep, it's going to execute safely a stop and say full self-driving has turned off until we know that it's being monitored, which is why they call it full self-supervised driving or full supervised driving. So now Tesla's in the left lane. It's picked up speed to looks like 49 miles per hour, and it's driving smoothly with no problem. I don't know if you can see it over in the upper right-hand corner of the diagram there. You can see that Google Maps shows that there's traffic coming up because the line is changing from blue to red. I don't know if you know this, but Tesla uses Google's Maps to identify traffic as well. So in many cases, Tesla safely executes exits and alternate routes and everything, so which is wonderful. I can't say enough how much this update is amazing. If anyone knows, if you watched earlier videos, I'm very critical. Every little detail, I'll be honest about it. Tesla doesn't pay me for this or anything, so I'm not sponsoring it. I'm just giving you an honest review. And I have to tell you, I have not found any faults in this update, and I just got this update night before last. And this is full self-driving or full supervised driving 12.5.4, and it is flawless. This is much better than the one I got a month ago, which was, I believe it was 12.5.1 or 12.1, something like that, 12.5.1, I believe. I can't remember the numbers. But this update is amazing. I can't say it enough. So right now, I don't know if you saw it, but I'm heading to a Costco parking lot because I know Costco does not open until 10 p.m. So I want to try actually Save Summit with no vehicles, just a larger parking lot, just to see how it works, because I want to do a few tests. Now right here, it executed the merge, and it did it kind of abruptly. I felt that. I remember that. I didn't feel unsafe, but I believe, if I remember correctly, Tesla wants to get off at this exit here because of traffic. Costco's a few exits down, but it merged kind of quick. But again, it did it flawlessly, no problem. So hey, applause for full self-driving here. Okay, it looks like it's gonna go. Nope, it's not going left. I think it turned on the left. Okay, it's getting ready to go right. Excuse me. All right, it's going right, and it's getting ready to exit because it sees. If you can see off to the left, Google Maps notices that there's traffic there, so it decides, you know what? Let's get off the expressway, and it's merging to the right-hand lane with no problem. Also, I want to report that throughout this drive, there was no sudden braking, no jerking, no nothing that made me feel unsafe at all. This is really a smooth build, I must say, very smooth. And there's some more traffic here. Sometimes there's nothing we can do to get around the traffic. This driver here decides, you know what? I think I'm going to try the highway. I'm with you. That person's probably on their way to work. I'm not mad at you. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Okay. So I cut some of the video just for sake of time to keep you engaged in the video. And we're getting ready to execute a left-hand turn, as I can see in the screen there in the upper right-hand corner. One thing I can say about Tesla is that once the light turns green, the Tesla will chime. And let's say you happen to look off to the left or the right and look down, a chime will go off. I have the sound turned down in the car, but a chime will go off to remind you, which I love. It's called the green light chimer. Very good feature in all Teslas. Okay, so we're driving in the left-hand lane, no problem. Again, this is Tesla's full supervised driving, as they now call it. I'm still trying to get used to saying full supervised instead of full self-driving, which is the old term. So if you hear it, I actually mean full supervised driving, 12.5.4. This release was out for, I would say, a couple of weeks. My family and I just returned from Italy, so I thought I'd have it before then, but I just got it night before last, and I'm super excited. Toward the end of this video, I'm going to switch vehicles. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm actually driving a 2021 Model Y long range, and I just got this update in my 2023 Model 3 rear-wheel drive, and I'm going to actually do another video today and add it to this one before I release this. So you're going to see sky might look a little different because it's a different day. But I wanted to make sure to add that one to this, so I wanted to do it in 2 different Teslas. So again, we're coming to an intersection, we're stopping, Tesla safely brakes, no problem, and looks like we're going to execute a right-hand turn. If I'm not mistaken, Costco is down this street on the right. Oh, there you go. Tesla pulls up, it stops. Not a problem, it keeps a safe distance. And also, Tesla has profiles in full supervised driving. So it has chill, and then it has, I believe it's aggressive. And I'm in the aggressive mode. It executes a left-hand turn with no problem. Other than the blue line we saw earlier, I have not touched the steering wheel or the pedals. The car is completely driving itself. And what I'm doing is, with full self-supervised driving, Tesla's added a feature now. It's called a cabin camera. Well, the camera's been there, but the cabin camera is actually watching you. So if you're looking away, or you're messing with the screen, or you're looking down, or you're playing with your phone, that blue light will come on a lot more. Plus, it will turn into, I think it's 2 red hands on a steering wheel, or hands on a red steering wheel. But you'll see it. It's big red. Like if you don't touch it soon, we're going to shut full supervised driving down. So it's a safety feature that's there because Tesla doesn't want you in the car asleep or doing things other than paying attention to the car, because even though full supervised driving is on, Tesla still requires you to be in the seat with your head and eyes looking forward and monitoring the car as it's driving. So some people would say, well, what's the purpose of self-driving? Well, we still have safety that we want to consider, and we still have laws. So I was asked this question once before, and I did some research. If the car is in full supervised driving and there is an accident, yes, you are still at fault. You cannot blame Tesla. You can't blame the vehicle. It's you, which is why you're required to be in the driver's seat, head and eyes forward. You may look away for a second or so, but you're required to look forward and be alert and be attentive. This is a good feature if you just want to think and take a break, but also focus. They say, well, what's the purpose? If I got to keep my head and eyes forward, then why have this feature? Well, this is the best of 2 worlds. One world is you drive the car like everyone else. Another world is you can lay back in the seat and lay back in the back seat and go to sleep and let the car drive itself. Well, the best of both worlds is we're going to meet you in the middle. And this satisfies all the state and federal safety laws and things like that. So it looks like we're about to make a right-hand turn. That is a smooth turn. No problem, no jerking, no stopping, no warning lights, nothing. It looks like you can, well, this could be maybe a 1.5 or 2 lane road, but Tesla turns and it's in the left-hand lane. It knows it's getting ready to make a left-hand turn, which is great. It brakes smooth, no problem. Love it, love it. It's gonna wait its turn. It's gonna see stop sign there on the right-hand side. It's gonna stop after this white car. Tesla's good for stopping and creeping into the intersection and making sure everything we're taught in driver's ed, look left and look right. Tesla does it. Okay, and let's see, it's going up to 40, 49, 50, 52, comfortable speed. And I believe the parking lot for Costco's is up here on the right. So it's going to turn in. And I plan to do 2 actually smart summon tests. And then I'm going to show you the auto park feature. And here we are. Now I'm going to stop the full self-driving feature here right after I make this right-hand turn, just so that I can park the car and start the actually smart summon.
So what I've done is I've parked the Tesla in a parking spot. Now there's no cars around. I've already tested it twice in a Walmart parking lot, but it actually worked perfect. I was a little nervous. It worked perfectly. And I want to see if it backs up and comes right to me. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I put the Tesla right there. All right. And you can see I'm actually walking to the front of Costco. There's no one here, just to be on the safe side. I'm in front of Costco as if I just came out and I'm shopping, and I need my Tesla to come to me because I got a lot of bags. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go into the Tesla app right here where it says the word summon, and you're gonna hit summon, right? Let me back up a little bit inside the ring. So there's if you can see it, there's like a circle, a big circle here. Let's see if you can see a little blue circle ring here, and I guess that's as far as it'll work. But what I've done is I put myself here. I'm right by the door of Costco, and I'm gonna see if my car comes and picks me up. Now, you see the white dot there? You gotta move the white dot until it's on top of the blue dot, which is where I'm at, which is right there. Can you see it? Right there. I want the car to come to me. And then you say, go to Target. See that button? And you hold it. It says preparing. Let's see what the Tesla does. And if you can see it over there, it's actually moving. It's backing up on its own. Can you see it? And it's gonna come to me. Tesla's turning. And it's going right here. And it's coming around to the front. So it's gonna pull up right to the door. Look at there. So now all I gotta do is walk. And I go up to it. And there's nobody in there. Look at that. This time I'm gonna have the Tesla pull straight out, which is a simpler one. It's sitting right there. I'm just gonna have it pull out and make 2 turns to meet me over here by the Costco side. All right, I'm back in the Summon app. If you remember correctly, I want to put the white dot to show the target, and the blue dot is where I'm at, right? So let's hold the target button and let's see what happens. Here it comes now, like an Uber driver. Come on up, there's nobody in it. Come to me now. And it stops. I'm still holding the button. And release the button and it stops. There it is. So it worked, no problem. It came to me. The summons is actually a whole lot better than it was before, Okay, last we're going to do what's called the auto park feature. This is a premium feature for full self-driving if you have the package. You see that the parking spots have a P on them, which means that you can push it and the vehicle will park itself. We're going to do it out here. If you drive real slow, if you come into a spot or location, I don't know the actual speed, but you can actually, if you're looking for a spot, you can find a spot, you can actually just stop and say, I want the car to park here. I can do it here or here. I can actually go up and do it there. If the squares turn gray, you can park there. So I'm going to hit P and I'm going to hit start. It's going to do a 2-point turn and it actually shows. I'm not touching the steering wheel or the brake or the pedal or anything. This car is doing it by itself. And it's done, just like that.
Now, this is what they now name as dumb summon. It's the original summon where it goes in the garage and comes out of the garage. And I wanted to show that the old summon, or dumb summon as it's referred to by Tesla, is still available. They've just increased it or improved it to now actually smart summon. So I wanted to show that out of the garage. And now I'm back at Walmart the very next morning, which is actually this morning. And I switched cars, as you saw in the previous video. I switched to the Model 3, and you can see it right there. Forgive the sunlight, but I'm actually looking east, so the sun is rising. You can't do anything about that. But it negotiates, comes through the parking lot smoothly, and comes right up to me. So what's a good improvement is that, if I remember correctly, Summon was originally on the Y and the X, and now they've put Summon on all the vehicles. If I'm wrong, leave a comment, but I believe that's the way it was, and now Summon is on all the vehicles. Look at that, pulls right up to me in front of Walmart. This is a Tesla Model 3, it works great. Let's do one more test. This time I decided to be on the other end of the parking lot, kind of away from the sun so that we can see what's going on. And this is a simple pull out and come to me type test. And as you can see down there, I'd say maybe 100 meters, Tesla pulls out and it comes straight up to me with no problem. The next video I'm going to do, maybe in a week or so, I'm going to actually do these tests in crowded parking lots. Let me work on my anxiety. I think it's going to be okay, but I'm going to put one out there. And it comes up to me, no problem. There you go. Looks great in both the Tesla Model Y, Tesla Model 3. See you next time. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for supporting my channel. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.